America's now a police state. Why do you say that?
Well, because we now have both characteristics of a police state. American citizens no longer have any civil liberties. American citizens, not just so-called enemy combatants, non-citizens or terrorists, but American citizens are now being held without habeas corpus rights, without due process. One of them is this fellow Hashmi that they have in the United States in indefinite detention, that they're going to put on trial not for any act of terrorism or planning terrorism, but for speeches he gave as a student activist at Brooklyn College, in which he virulently denounced the United States. In other words, they're going to put him on trial for using his First Amendment rights. And in the meantime, they've denied all his other rights, and he is a citizen. Now, that's one definition of a police state. The next thing that has happened, as you know, and you probably covered it widely, Dennis Blair, the head of National Intelligence, announced that the United States government now has a list of Americans that it's going to murder abroad. Now, here is the head of National Intelligence saying, we're going to kill American citizens. We're not going to arrest them, put them on trial, get a conviction, and if it's a conviction for a capital crime, execute them. We're just going to shoot them down. Well, this completes the police state. First, you take away everybody's rights to defend themselves, and then you make defense irrelevant because you just shoot them down and don't even bother to arrest them and put them on trial. So what, and a lot of Americans say, Alex, you've heard this, I'm sure, oh, it's not going to be me, I'm not doing anything wrong. They should remember that the Nazi concentration camps and Stalin's Gulag were full of millions of people who hadn't done anything wrong. That's the whole point. If you have a police state, no one ever knows whether you did anything wrong or not, because there's never any evidence, there's never any trial, there's never any conviction. There's just arbitrary, unaccountable power to pick up people, whoever it might happen to be. And so that is what we are faced with. We now have American citizens. Remember now when they brought in all of this Patriot Act and indefinite detention, it was only for Muslim terrorists. And now we have Americans who aren't even being charged with terrorism, being charged for extreme language.